kule case kaSenzumewa, the problem that we have, or the problem that the defense is facing, is that they depend fully with state to give them enough evidence to prove that a case elethwe state is not valid. And that's the mistake that we're doing, or that's the mistake that they are doing. It's like expecting ukuthi umuntu to go do investigations, athole isibhamu, athole amapuleti, and hand you those guns and bullets for you to just pull the trigger on them. So that's the mistake esiyenzayo. And also when you check this issue yama AVL, if you don't know what an AVL is, an AVL is an automated vehicle locator or location, or however you can put it. But to summarize it, AVL ifana network. Now it defends it wants AVLs of the vehicles that were used to transport to accused number 1 and accused number 2. Because of story saka accused 1 and 2, there were certain stops that were made. And kulawa stop lawo, that's where the torturing took place. That's where the forcefulment physically for forces took place. If aninzi kanje, this is what will happen. So if they can prove those vehicles were actually there on those certain areas, then it means they practically have a lead on the case, or maybe they have a positive advantage of the case, because the defense is saying these police or lamale moto bezisetshenziswa bezikhona endaweni eziso neziso, and for us to prove ukuthi besendaweni eziso, we need a tracking report yalozo imoto lezo. And the state is saying according to our witnesses, le moto lezo azikaze zayendaweni eziso, these cars bezisuka la zaya la zasuka la zaya la. And when it comes to them issuing it defense the AVL, ubaloyi uthi manje the AVLs were not installed kulezo imoto lezo. So basically those cars did not have any form of tracking units for them to assist kule case le. That's what basically ubaloyi was saying. And manje umnisi, I think his hope was on those AVLs. You know, when you believe labantu khona into abayifihlayo simply because of they know once sathola lento leyo, this case will be cracked. And nami I actually did believe once they can find ama AVL of those cars, then this case will be cracked. But it's unfortunate after a long research, or a long finding, or a long weekend that they were spending on finding those vehicles tracking units, they came back namhlanje court and they said those things azikho, those things were not installed in those cars, those things did not even exist kulezo imoto lezo. Those cars that were used, unfortunately, as is told, the data is not there. So the cars that are in question, it's a white Audi A3. Ama AVL waleyo moto leyo, there's no data of it. There's a white BMW 125i, AVLs for that car, no data on it. There's a Nissan NP300, sorry, AVL kuleyo moto leyo, no tracking on it. There's a white Isuzu double cab, which was assigned to the SWAT team yase Ekurhuleni, and any AVL to that car, it does not even exist. So those are the 4 cars that Umnisi is saying we need the history of tracking units for those cars, and unfortunately it's not there. So manje they are not forcefully, but manje they just need to move on to other certain points. But many beyangshaya mangiloko ngihleli ngicabanga, I'm like, okay, so if the state cannot prove nabo those cars beze la bathi bezikhona, if the state cannot prove that, if the state cannot prove these cars did not make those stops that these accused are talking about, these cars were actually go point A, they did not go to point B. And then the accused saying no, these cars, they went to point B before going to point A. Now the state cannot even prove they moto lezi, they were actually even at point A, because they have no tracking units for lezo imoto lezo. For all we know, those cars mhlambe zisuke ku point Z and they went to point Y. That was it. And manje the defense also can prove le moto lezi beziku point B before ziya ku point A. what happens in a situation like that? So that was in my head, okay, the state cannot prove, ubaloyi cannot prove ukuthi le moto lezi zila thina besithi zikhona. And the defense also, due to lack of AVLs, they also cannot prove ukuthi le moto lezi thina zithi zila ama-accused athi bezilapho. No one can prove that. So how do we qualify in Tabasitshela zone? And then I did a little bit of research ukuthi how is it, like yini into ezoyenzeka moving forward. Does the court accept what the witness are saying about le moto lezi ukuthi zisukela zaya la zasuka la zaya la, there was no torturing done, there was no stop and goes that were done? Or does the court believe istory sama-accused ukuthi okay le moto zisukela zaya la labantu bashaya, and labashaywa khona, that's where the confessions took place, because of they were tired of Induku. So they decided to confess and say, yes, whatever nifunayo bafethu, we did it. They cannot prove that also. Now, which story does uJudge Ratha take? Does uJudge Ratha take his story? So the state, does uJudge Ratha take his story? So the defense. Now, into abazoyicheka is the credibility of the witness. Now, good credibility of the witness, they will ask themselves, the witness who's saying this, is it a reliable witness? And especially from amaphoyisa, they are seen as reliable people because of, unfortunately, they took an oath for saying Guti, they are here to serve the people of South Africa and to protect the people of South Africa. So because of the oath that they took, they are now seen as reliable witnesses. That is a point for a state. They might consider Guti Vele, these cars did not even stop to where I'm accused of saying Guti Le Motos Mekon. It's because of it comes from reliable witnesses. Now, the second point is, does their testimony remain consistent across all cross-examinations? And these in both parties. Party the two accused about represent Mr. Mnisi, they've been saying Guti, we were physically abused, we were physically tortured at this stop and this stop and this stop. They've been saying that. And then also with the police, they've also been saying Guti, we did not stop Labati Stopekon. These are the stops that we did. So it's 2 points state, and then it's 1 point the defense. Now, basically, minus 1-1, it's still 1-0. And then they check credibility. No, before credibility, they check Uguti, are there any corroborating details with testimony where they describe the scene accurately, where they provide, when they give you reasons that now we are born Uguti, this you have to believe. And so far, it's only the side of the state that has been taking the box, and Sizwa Ngabo, because of their feeding us that information. And unfortunately, that's the story that we have at the moment. And we are more likely to believe the story of Asjela Son. And then also, they also check the credibility of the accused. Do they have a reason to lie? Do they have a reason to lie? Is their denial consistent? And then do they have a criminal record or a history of dishonesty? So the most unfortunate thing, the accused 1 and 2, history years of biases. The history years of biases. Even if valid, those stops were made. But manje they will be seen as people who are not honest due to history. And I think Uguti, they both have criminal records. I might be wrong, but I think Uguti, they both do. And if they both do, then it takes away the credibility of Into Uguti. This was the stop that was done and we were abused. So those are the things that Abazos Berger. And the other things Abazos Berger is supporting evidence. It's a pattern of proof and then reasonable doubt. And then they will give the likely outcome. So if the witness has no motive to lie and their testimony is detailed and consistent, then the court might believe the witness. If the accused is like Agazna historisak is denial, and the prosecution cannot disapprove, the court may rule in their favor. So those are the things that might happen with regards to Lendolena AVL, because of the state cannot prove Uguti those cars did not make those stops. The defense also cannot prove Uguti these cars they actually did make those stops. So manje it will all go down to the history and the credibility of the people that are saying those statements.